it's sleeker. They call it a secant ogive, so it's a little bit more aerodynamic, has a little bit better BC. Well, that couldn't have gotten any better. That is X-ring right there. Hornady's just released a new line of American Whitetail Tipped Ammunition. And we were fortunate enough to get our hands on a few boxes to allow you to see the performance in accuracy, terminal performance, and a comparison to the traditional American Whitetail with the interlock bullet right out of the factory. So American Whitetail has been around for a lot of years. It's chambered in various calibers. This happens to be a .308. And the interlock bullet has killed thousands of animals over the years. And you have the traditional lead core. It has an interlock in there, which actually the ring inside the jacket grabs onto the lead core, so it holds the core and the jacket together. I've killed a lot of animals with this, antelope, whitetails, elk, and it performs flawlessly. But the new line of tipped ammunition, so this is American Whitetail tipped, you can see there, brand new box, silver box. This is also chambered in .308, features the SST bullet right there. So you have a polymer tip on the end of the bullet, and this drives into the mouth of the bullet, which opens it up rapidly. So you get more terminal performance, more explosiveness that dumps the energy from the round into the animal quicker, but you also have the same interlock core design, which holds a jacket and the core together. So ultimately, these perform the same once they open up inside the animal. But the SST, the Super Shock tip, is going to deliver that energy quicker inside the animal. So if you're shooting a smaller animal, so let's say it's an antelope, smaller whitetail down in Texas, you're going to get quicker terminal performance. Or if you're shooting at longer ranges where your velocity has now slowed down in the bullet, let's say you're shooting 300, 400, 500 yards, you're still going to get that initial shock inside the animal, which dumps all the energy quicker. But both of these are going to hold together the same because the interlock core performs identically between these two bullets. Now, the shape of this bullet is a little bit different. So you can see here on the tip bullet, the SST, it's sleeker. They call it a secant ogive, so it's a little bit more aerodynamic, has a little bit better BC. So at longer ranges, you're going to have less bullet drop. Not a lot between 200 and 300 yards, maybe you pick up an inch, but when you start going to 400 and 500 yards, you can have a considerable difference between the bullet drop between the traditional interlock and obviously the SST. And this is going to feed really, really well through a magazine. We're going to shoot this .308 through the Encore now. We're going to show you the group sizes. Obviously the velocities are going to be similar because the bullet weights on both of these are 150 grains. But again, the SST with the Super Shock tip is going to give you that initial dump of energy in that first 3 to 6 inches inside the chest cavity, which ultimately is what is going to drop your game down. So this is the new line of American Whitetail Tipped Ammunition. So let's go put it down range for the very first time. I've had a lot of luck with the American Whitetail with the interlock bullet. This has been an exceptional round for me, not just terminal performance, but also accuracy. Hornady holds to one standard, whether it's their Precision Hunter, their Outfitter line of ammunition, or the Whitetail. It's the same people loading their ammunition with the same standards. Every tooling change, every shift change, every material change, Hornady's constantly testing their ammunition, their bullets to make sure everything delivers the ultimate in performance. Now, when you buy a box of American Whitetail, this traditionally is less money than the Precision Hunter or some of their other high-grade ammunition, but we're going to shoot a group here at 100 yards, and I'm going to show you how well this performs. All right, really good 3-shot group. The first one was a touch high, cold bore, maybe just me settling into the gun. The second shot went absolutely dead center in the X-ring. The other one was maybe a 1/4 inch to the right. Sub MOA, fantastic. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot 3 rounds of the American Whitetail tipped. Now both of these are 150 grain bullets, which shoot very well in a 1 in 10 twist in the Encore. So I don't expect the point of impact to be that much different, Be interesting to tell. But let's see if the group size is any different. I certainly know on game performance, they're going to be a lot more explosive. Well, that couldn't have gotten any better. That is X-ring right there. I know the ammunition can do it, now can the shooter do it? All right, let's walk down and take a look at it. Two really good group sizes. So again, here's the first group we have. Now you gotta understand, each one of these lines is a 1/2 inch. So even though that may look big, but you're talking about 3/4 of an inch group. This is my first shot, that's cold bore, me getting used to the rifle, second shot and third shot. And then look at this, holy cow. That's 3 shots, you guys all saw that. So 1, 2, 3. So that is definitely, they're all inside this so I would say that's probably sub 1/2 inch at 100 yards. Definitely not bigger than a 1/2 inch. And this is the American line of whitetail ammunition. This is not the premium precision hunter, but it goes to show you the standard at which Hornady holds all of their ammunition to. This is incredible. I mean, I would take either one of these groups, but the new SST bullet, it is sleeker. It's gonna fly a little better at longer distances just because of that secant ogive and that tip design. But definitely when that tip contacts an animal and it ruptures the front of the bullet there and it just drops all of that energy, you have the assurance that that animal is going to get that hydrostatic shock and it's going to drop them. But if you do contact bone, you got the interlock design which holds the core and the jacket together. So we'll show you guys some ballistic gelatin shots that we got from Hornady to show you in high speed actually how this bullet performs and just how quickly that energy is transferred. So if you're looking for a line of whitetail ammunition, deer season's coming up, right? I mean, we're only about a month away before grabbing our guns and heading out into the field. And you're not looking to spend a ton of money on ammunition, but you're looking for something high performance and something that gives you that big velocity window. Check out new Hornady's line of American whitetail tipped ammunition.